Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome to this video. Today I wanted to share the build I created for Arielle and her boyfriend Rudy and her best friend Diamond. This is going to be the home that they will live in when they head off to Britechester for university. And I do like how it turned out. Now, I am not much of a builder, so I really don't know what I was doing this whole time. But I kind of looked at the buildings around the area and tried to kind of imitate them. I don't think I did a very good job at doing that, but I did try to do that. And I kind of made it like a square shape, which I know is like a big no-no when it comes to building. But that's kind of how the buildings were around in a way. So I don't know. I do like how it turned out. I don't think it's like the best build ever for sure, but I tried to do it a little bit different. I think the placement of the doors, like the front and back door, are really odd, and I kind of like that though. I like that it's on the side of the building. So yeah, it's a little bit different and a little bit weird, but I think that's okay. And here with the roof, I tried to do something a little special because it was just going to be a very basic roof. So I tried to add a skylight. I really don't know if I did it right at all, but I think at least it adds something different to the roof, which it definitely needed. So yeah, and I originally wanted to make like a little loft up there, and like have a little room for maybe Arielle's art supplies or different like sports equipment or something. But yeah, I didn't know how to do that. So the roof, there's no functionality to that other than it keeps, a roof over their head. Also, I think I build very weird, honestly. I kind of go from room to room. Like, of course, I'm doing the structure right now, and I kind of finish that, and then I also do some landscaping outside, and then I go inside and do some of the rooms, and then I decorate a little bit, and then yeah, I don't know. I think I'm very weird when I just go all over the place, so sorry if that's weird to watch, but I kind of need a break every now and then from the different rooms that I'm doing. So yeah, because if something's not working, I have to go to a different room or go outside, do some landscaping or something to kind of take a break. So that's kind of how I build. I don't know if that's how other people build, but yeah, I know it might be a little odd. But here I'm placing the windows. I kind of struggled because I wanted it to be a little bit different. I didn't want every window, the same on every side or whatever. So I definitely wanted to make sure it looked kind of cool. But I end up liking how it turned out. As far as it just being a box, I think it looks okay, even though there's really no shape to it. I think with changing up the windows and then kind of putting the doors on the different sides, I think it kind of gives it a little bit more personality than just a big box. But let me tell you a little bit about my plans for Arielle and her boyfriend and friend. So Arielle was a very artistic child growing up. She was always making crafts for the family for, different holidays and different events. So I always had that in the back of my mind that she was going to do something with art. And then I always had a feeling that we were going to be getting university before we even did. Well, I knew we were going to get it, of course, we all did, but I had a feeling we would get it that year. I realized that I wanted her to head off to university and do something with art. And when I realized we were getting the teacher career, I thought it would be so cute to try to have her be like an art teacher. Now, I know there's not like an actual art teacher career, but definitely I want her to major in like art history or something with art and try to do the teacher career, so it kind of all goes together. That is my plan for her. And I kind of decorate the home in, I make sure she has room for all her art supplies and different easels. I think she has one outside for when it's nice out, and then she has one kind of tucked away in her room that she can pull out whenever she needs. Also, if you notice as the build goes on, I don't put paintings on every single space in the wall. Like, there's a few blank spaces, and I did that intentionally because I want to decorate the home with her art. Like, as she does her classes and does different paintings and things, I want to put those up in the home. So yeah, I kept a few spaces blank for that. And then as far as Rudy goes, he shares the room with Arielle. And the house, at least as far as Arielle's room, it's not very, like, it doesn't seem like Rudy lives there. But at the bottom, like the bottom floor, I think the living room and like the dining room and then outside too is definitely more Rudy style. I do plan that he'll probably be a little bit of a partier. He's also very much into sports, so he is going to probably be on the soccer team. I tried to incorporate things like that when I could. It is kind of a small home. There's only one bathroom and there's not a lot of space to decorate, honestly, even though it looks like a big home from the outside. But yeah, so I tried to put some of the things that he would like in like the living room area and also outside. Where I put the stairs, which I really like where I put the stairs. I was kind of impressed by that because I haven't even ever used the stairs, like the rotational part of that, and we've had that for a while now, so this is the first time I've really played with that. But I like how that looks downstairs. But on the right side of the stairs, I was gonna put like a dining room area, but since they're college students and they're like, you know, they're probably not gonna sit down and have a meal together very often, so I decided to put the ping pong table there instead. So I thought that was really nice, and I'm sure Rudy will play on that quite a bit and throw parties and stuff. I kind of feel like Rudy is from a wealthy family, and I don't really think he's, you know, there at university to you know, be very studious and get a degree. I think he will complete his degree because his family probably puts a lot of pressure on him, but I think he's kind of more so there to party and just enjoy the whole university lifestyle, and also do really well on the soccer team. So I think it'll be interesting to kind of play different personalities at university. Like Arielle will be very studious and Rudy might be more kind of laid back. But I think it'll be really fun and definitely a contrast. Now for Diamond, she is the daughter of Pierce Delgado from Brindleton Bay. That's always hard for me to say for some reason. But anyway, he moved to Del Sol Valley when he was a young adult with some more you know, family members in this save file that I have. And anyway, he moved to Del Sol Valley and he was seeking a music producer career. And kind of got a little famous for that. And he married, I think her name's Eveline or Evelyn, but she is like a hip hop dancer, a professional dancer like that. And anyway, I think that's kind of what Diamond wants to do. My plan for her is to probably have her take some like dancing electives, but I'm not really sure what kind of major I want her to have. But yeah, so she is kind of into dancing, and so I kind of put that in her room, and also kind of music as well. So she has some posters up and you know, some music. And I also gave her that like dress. It's kind of supposed to be a dresser, but it's like a clothing rack from Mosquito Pack, and I love it in there. It's so cool. So I really like her room. It's very small and there wasn't a whole lot of room to decorate, but I tried to, you know, be true to her style and personality. But here in the video, I'm actually doing some of the backyard. And I wanted to put that basketball hoop on the actual building or the home, but it ends up not being able to be played, I think because of the foundation. So I end up putting like a basketball, you know, the separate item where it doesn't cling to the wall. So that was kind of a bummer, but I still have it there and it works now. But I also like kind of scratched up the walls there, and I also like made the windows look like they kind of broke, which is kind of funny. Like they might have threw the basketball and it hit the window or whatever. That was kind of my idea for this home. I wanted it to look like it was older and run down, and like it was a rental property, so probably a lot of university students rent that home and, you know, probably don't take care of it like they should. Because, you know, it's not their priority, or also they're, you know, university students, so they're not really there to do that. So anyway, it looks kind of run down, and I thought that was really fun. The backyard is very much overgrown and the landscaping is kind of all crazy back there, and I did that intentionally. I want it to look like, you know, they're not really keeping it up, and I don't think the landlord really cares that much, whoever owns this property. They just want to make money off of the university students, and they know who they're renting to. They're not, you know, it's not like the nicest property or whatever. I did go for like an older style in the home. I love the brick walls, and in the kitchen I kind of did it a little bit differently. I made it a little bit brighter, like maybe they had, you know, remodeled it more recently. Also I did the white brick, so maybe they painted over that red brick with just white to kind of brighten it up. But here I am just kind of finishing up the wall colors or wall paint, and I do some of the flooring. I always like to break up the rooms with different walls. Like I did a gray and some brick and some wood. I kind of always do that in when I'm decorating or building because I just like how it breaks it up, and I might do it a little too much. It might kind of be over the top, but I think it, you know, gives the eye something more to look at. And then we move on in here to the kitchen, and the kitchen is very, very odd. I'm not gonna lie. I really wanted to do these shelves and like open shelving, but I do add a few cabinets up at the very top. But I definitely wanted to stick with the shelves in the kitchen, and it kind of makes the kitchen just really hard to decorate or hard to you know, form in there, because I also add the counters. You'll see it a little bit later, but I have these CC counters that are just like, they're kind of like shelves, but they come out a little farther and they're counters. But I use those on that whole wall under the shelves. I do add a sink eventually. But anyway, so there's really not room for the stove or fridge over there. So you'll see when we get back to it later, because I obviously had to take a break. But yeah, it's just really weird how I styled it in there. And then we move on to the bathroom, which I always love doing bathrooms. I think they're so easy for me because they're smaller and you kind of know what's going to be in there already. So yeah, I really like the bathroom. I also love the items from Tiny Living, especially for bathrooms. I'm probably going to use them in every bathroom that I furnish because I just love these items so much. But I used the open shower from Discovery University and kind of create a little shower in the corner. I also put the toilet in its own little room because since they have one bathroom, I thought it would be nice if someone can go in there while, you know, someone else is like brushing their teeth or showering. So I just wanted to do that. I definitely finished the bathroom pretty quick, and I didn't have to take a break from it really, I don't think. But yeah, I definitely wanted to do an open shower. I love doing that. I think it's so cool. I'm so glad we have that option now. But yeah, the bathroom's fun. It's definitely colorful. I think out of the whole house, probably the bathroom and the kitchen are the rooms that have maybe been remodeled, because it is an older home, and I think those are the two rooms in any home that kind of need a remodel, you know, more than any other room. So maybe that's kind of why they look a little bit brighter than the rest of the house. I also add little trash cans by the sink and in by the toilet. I don't think that the Sims actually even use them because they are so small. I shrink them down quite a few sizes, and I really don't even do that very often. It's just when I'm building, which I think is weird because I don't know. I don't know why I think to do that. But I did. So there's little bins in the by the toilet and in the actual bathroom. So yeah, I just always do that. I think we are wrapping up here in the bathroom. I really like the blue and orange theme colors going on. I think they complement each other so well. And also, I will say I forgot to add another like pair of blinds to that window, kind of on the right side. So I do add that later on. Here I'm moving on to Diamond's room, and I did put that little clothing rack from Moschino, and I just love it in here. I think it fits perfectly, and I think it is definitely her style. She is also kind of from a wealthy family. They really all are, which is funny because they're living in like this rundown rental property. But yeah, they're all from really wealthy families. Diamond, her parents are living in Del Sol Valley. I kind of said this already, but they're kind of famous, not super famous, but they definitely make good money, and she can kind of go to university to kind of do whatever she wants. And so that's why she kind of wants to do dancing, which, you know, it's not, I think it's more of a risky major because it's not like a set career you'll have afterwards, especially in the game. There's no like dancing career. It'll probably just be like a self-employed kind of thing that we have the option for. So anyway, that's kind of her story. And here I'm moving on to Arielle's room. I really love this like wallpaper I put in there. Now, I kind of have a feeling that Arielle changed up that room on her own, like kind of with her, like she might have put that wallpaper up because I really doubt it was there before. So I kind of decided to kind of add that into the story. And here we are in the kitchen. This was definitely a struggle, oh my gosh, but I think it's so odd, this like little stove in the corner, and I end up putting like a little like TV tray, and I think it's so funny, and they put all their spices on that table, and yeah, I don't know. But you know, university students, they're not gonna complain, they're not gonna care, just as long as and they probably, oh, I should have put a microwave, oh my gosh, I forgot to put a microwave. Maybe I'll put that on the little TV tray or something, I don't know. But they probably won't cook very often, honestly. I feel like most of the time they're getting like a microwave meal, although I will say I haven't had anyone go to university in a home yet, like they've always been in dorms, so they probably will cook. I mean, Arielle probably will want to. She won't want to eat, you know, breakfast burritos every meal, so we'll see. I'm excited to try this. That's why I wanted to do a home instead of a dorm, because I've played, you know, quite a few times. I did a little bit of a university LP that I didn't really keep up with, but he was going to a dorm and at Foxbury, and then I played a little bit off screen with Malachi, so I made sure he had his career or his university degree. He's still in university, and then I've also played with Aurora. So all of them have been in dorms. I'm excited to try it in a home. I don't think it'll be, you know, a super big difference, but at least you won't have all these roommates being crazy around you and making the place a mess. But we'll see. I'm sure Rudy can, you know, make a little bit of a mess here. Definitely having 3 different households at university at the same time is going to be a little bit of a struggle, I can imagine. I definitely have to make sure Malachi graduates first because he went off to university first, and then I will have to have Aurora and Aspen graduate, and then Arielle and everyone in this home. So it is a lot to manage. And what I do for this, so I know like they don't really continue if you don't play with them, and they kind of go on probation. I've had that happen a few times throughout, you know, Discovery University or whatever. So what I do is I'll play like a term or two depending, and then when I want to switch to another household, or you know, just want to take a break from them, I give them like one class, and let them, you know, just still stay in university. So they might fail that one class, but it shouldn't completely, you know, destroy their GPA. So that's kind of what I've been doing. If you guys have any other like better ideas for that, definitely let me know, because I play rotation, like I do rotational gameplay, so I don't always just complete their degree or their terms, like all 4 terms or all however many terms, you know, right away. So I definitely would like an easier way to do that, but that's kind of what I've been doing to make it work. So if you guys are curious about that, that's kind of how I do it. I'm sure there's probably better ways, but that has worked so far for me. And back in Arielle's room, actually, I really like her room. It's very like clean and just really preppy, but that desk that I put down, I use a swatch that actually has like flowers on it that looks like it's been painted, and I thought that was so cute, like maybe she painted that. So I really like that actually. I think it's so cute. But I added a few little curtains in here, and I have plenty of paintings around. And yeah, there's not a whole lot going on in her room. The little corner, the little awkward like closet area, I end up putting, you know, it's one of those deco objects. I think it's an unlockable object too for the painting career, but I put that over in the corner where she can kind of store all her artwork and different things for her classes. So I like how that turned out. I use these little CC tables here that are super small because this room doesn't have a lot of room. But yeah, there are quite a few blank spots here in this room because I do want to put a lot of her artwork up. So that is kind of why it looks a little bit bare. I will definitely put this on the gallery for you guys, although I do use CC, so that is something to keep in mind. I tried to limit it. I don't use a whole lot. The kitchen has quite a bit, and then just throughout I kind of have a few items here and there, but most of the time I try not to use CC for builds, just because a lot of times they actually kind of glitch my game out. Also, yeah, I like to make sure you guys can have this as well. But see, these counters here in the kitchen are CC, and some of the flooring and walls are also CC, and a lot of these like dishes are too. So hopefully we can get some of these things in the game. Like I would love these dishes that you can kind of just set out on shelves like this. I would love that so much. But hopefully if you do download this, you can kind of just replace them with other items. But I'll go and put this on the gallery for you guys. It's just under sweetTsimmer if you'd like to download. I had a lot of fun building this home. I am going to put some pictures at the end here, and I have the 3 of them already moved into this home. I'm so excited to start their university. They're not enrolled just yet, but they are going to be soon. And I also did give each of them a makeover, but I didn't really record Diamond and Rudy's. I did record Arielle's, so I will get that up shortly for you guys, probably the next video I upload. But yeah, I really like how she turned out. Oh my gosh, she is so cute, and she's like so mature looking, and I just really love her style. I'm just excited to, you know, see her after university too, and like grown up and, you know, starting her career as a teacher. I think it'll be so cool. So yeah, I'm excited to share that with you guys. I think I'll go ahead and end the voiceover here and just let you guys finish out the rest of the video. I'm pretty much just going to decorate a little bit here and there in each room and just do the last finishing touches. And then of course stay till the end and see the pictures that I took of the finished product. But yeah, I'm just really excited to see what happens next for Arielle. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I don't build very often, but when I do actually very much enjoy it, and I'm happy I get to share it with you guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you soon. Bye!